With all the home prices going up in both Bentonville and also Bella Vista, are people really still moving to Northwest Arkansas? Today we're covering all those different data points, plus how does that affect you, someone who hasn't moved here just quite yet? So, let's talk about that. Hey everybody, if you don't know who I am, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. If you weren't aware, I actually was a real estate broker located in the dumpster fire, the horrible, the no good state of Illinois, the worst. Anyways, I could have moved anywhere I wanted to in America. I could have moved to Asheville, I could have moved to Utah, I could have moved to Colorado, I could have moved to Texas, I could have moved anywhere I wanted to in America. But I chose Northwest Arkansas, and it is by far the best place to live in America, literally by far. If you ever want to talk about why I chose Northwest Arkansas versus anywhere else in America, call me, email me, whatever it is. We can meet up for coffee and talk about, again, why I chose Northwest Arkansas, again, anywhere else in America. Side note, if you are looking to reload to Northwest Arkansas, again, let me know right away. I help so many people every single year move from one state to Northwest Arkansas. My biggest vision, again, is helping as many people move here as possible to, again, the #1 place to live in America. All right, and the first thing to cover is kind of the different home prices that have increased in both Bella Vista and Bentonville this actual year itself. So let me kind of set the stage here for data points as we speak. The first one, Bentonville, has seen the biggest increase of pricing so far, and it's been averaging around 11 to 12% increase comparison to last year. That's something. Whereas Bella Vista has actually seen around a 5 to 6% increase since last year. That itself is a probably more, I've been in real estate since 2008. That's a normal amount of increase. It's on the higher side, but it's in the realm of like, okay, that's not bad. Usually anywhere between 4 to 6 is like, okay, that's fine. That's like an average healthy increase of pricing per year, especially if like things are taking long, the market, et cetera, et cetera. So you know what I'm saying? So seeing the 12% increase in Bentonville and also Bella Vista, that is probably two different ways of what's happening, what's going on currently as we speak. So one of the big questions is like, why has this increase happened in Bentonville specifically? Bella Vista, that makes sense. But why happened in Bentonville overall? And the reason being, and I'll talk about this on a different video, and you probably, if you watch my content for a long time, you understand where I'm going with this, but a couple different factors. Bentonville has been very clear that they don't really want to allow single family home developments really anymore. It's just not gonna be realistic. I'll have a different video on that, why in a little while, but overall they prefer townhouses and condos. It's way easier to develop that. They're in favor for that. It's better for the market. It's healthier for the market. There's probably more demand for them. It's, the cities are all on board in it. The developers prefer it. The land is getting tighter, so it's getting more expensive, so you need to make more so it just, there's everything, all things point towards townhouses and condos. So once that is starting to take place, you start seeing, single family homes go up in price because there's just less of them. There's more people moving in and then less being sold. And so as Walmart has continued to hire people, and JB Hunt and Tyson and other, vendors and startup companies and hiring people that want to stay in Bentonville, it just becomes a little more challenging to find single family homes in Bentonville, which essentially supply and demand, yada, 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 makes sense. Things go higher. So seeing that, that 12% jump is definitely unique. That's certainly unique. Now, that's it. That's an average so far. It could average out to 10 at the end of the year. We'll see. But it doesn't look like it's going to change really at all, because why would it? So it's one of those things to keep in mind is that as the year clicks along, if you're looking to move to Bentonville specifically, just keep an open radar when it comes to both Centerton, Bella Vista, as well as Pea Ridge. Both adjacent cities, both adjacent towns, but are only 10, 15 minutes away from the downtown section of Bentonville. If you're gonna move into Bentonville and you're 10 minutes away, regardless of where you wanna be, look into Bella Vista, look into Centerton, look into Pea Ridge. You're not gonna be, it might be another 3 minutes out. And all those places, except for Pea Ridge, have that Bentonville school district. So keep that in mind as home prices change in the area in Northwest Arkansas. Whoa, 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 whoa. I made something for you. I made something called 3-day itineraries. So maybe you're looking to take a trip down here, maybe looking to check out the whole area, checking to see if it's for you, maybe you're just checking out just vacations. I made 3-day itineraries, like literally day by day, restaurant by restaurant, thing by thing, everything when it comes to Northwest Arkansas. So basically you have a full-on plan of what to do when you roll into town. So maybe you're a adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're a sightseer, maybe you have kids, whatever it is. I have 3-day itineraries linked down below for you. So go ahead and download them and use them when you get down here. Also, you might be using things like Realtor.com, Zillow.com, or Redfin. way too slow. Notifications, way too slow. That's why I made something called Instant Home Updates. Sounds exactly what it is, literally it's Instant Home Updates. So enter information below, name, bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage. Where do you want to move to in Northwest Arkansas? Enter all the information below and make sure to miss a single notification when it comes for home for sale or for rent, all in Northwest Arkansas. Also, every single Friday, I send an email out just talking about all the cool things happening in Northwest Arkansas. What's going on downtown Bentonville? What's going on First Fridays? When is First Thursdays? What's going on in Fayetteville? What new buildings are coming to Springdale? What new things are going on in Rogers? When's the soccer? There are so many things all the time. Enter your email below. I make sure you get that email every single Friday, but I need you to be aware. I need you to do a heads up. You will get a little fear of missing out, a little, we'll say FOMO, so to speak, but I promise you will be the most informed person eventually when you make your way down to Northwest Arkansas. And the second big question, going back to the main point, is are people still moving here? But why isn't it slowed down? That's the big question that a lot of people ask. Like why, if you look at all the things, you look at all the different things going on in Northwest Arkansas, and across the world, why isn't it slowed down? And the real reason is because the fact that as we increase the prices of Northwest Arkansas, we have a huge increase of salary in the last 3 years. So that's keeping up to pace with Northwest Arkansas now. In like 2 years ago, it was kind of like what's going to happen here. But now it's finally catching up to pace with the obviously correction of income, with the correction of everything else. We actually get more cool factor as we get more people, meaning more restaurants, more trail systems, more outdoor things to do, more art, more museums, more rock climbing, more mountain biking, more swimming, more kayaking, whatever. The coolness factor comes with the territory itself. And so as we are actually growing in pricing, we actually are growing in coolness as well. And so when that actually happens, you start seeing it. Let's say, for instance, someone wants to come here and they don't want to work for Bentonville. Okay, cool. Or, work for Walmart. Fine. But they can look at places like, Kentucky, Tennessee, Colorado, and all those places are also kind of cool. But the difference is that they don't have as many cool things. And if you're to haul your family, haul your friends, and haul your significant others across across America, you want to put them in a place where there's a lot of things to do for a lot of people. And you can put them in Colorado, but if you are not an outdoor person, good luck. If you're over in Kentucky and Tennessee, it's probably more affordable due to lack of state tax over there. Get that. But it's like, I need a job. Where are you gonna find a job unless you're like in one of the major cities over there, which are not many. So when it comes to those things, it's like you need to find a lot of things for a lot of people to do, and Northwest Arkansas really does fit the bill for all those different reasons. And so as more people have come here, as more people have come here, things have not slowed down. Things have actually increased in speed to some extent. Housing's gotten better. Housing's gotten more efficient and more realistic when it comes to size of houses. And so when you start seeing these things come together and the cool factor comes into play, there's no real reason why the area would slow down really at all. And the third and final thing we need to talk about, and kind of the elephant in the room, is should you still move here? Home prices have increased, more people are here, we have great jobs, but should you still move here? What does that mean for you? And the short answer to a long question is if you're looking for a cute, small town area, in general, that's what it still is. We still are a small general area. We might be mid-sized in the scope of things, but there's Springdale downtown, there's Fayetteville downtown, there's Rogers downtown, there's Johnson downtown, we have obviously Bentonville, we have Bella Vista upcoming downtown section, Centerton's building their own stuff, Farmington, Prairie Grove. We all work together to make a larger area. But if you want that small town feel, you want community, you want growth for your family, if you have children, great universities, great schools, obviously low crime rate. If you want obviously outdoor, if you want to spend more time outdoors and get healthier, we have great weather all year long here, whether it's mountain biking or rock climbing or just walking or hiking, unlimited trail systems. We have rivers and lakes and kayaking, and it's really just endless. The only thing you're not going to get here, I'm going to just set you straight, you're not going to get any snow here. You're just not going to get snow. You're not going to go snowboarding. But then again, I drive up to Colorado. It's a 12 to 11 hour trip. You just go up to there in the wintertime if you really want to get snowboarding. Not that far away. The drive's actually pretty easy. It's like 2 roads. And anyways, moving on. But regardless, if you are looking for all those things in an area itself and still truly do have affordable housing in comparison to other parts, the rest of America, and have great jobs, there really isn't many places or any place quite like Northwest Arkansas. So that's my case for it. altogether is that you can find other places of America that have better versions of different things. Meaning, yes, you can go to probably Chicago and find a more bigger job market. It's Chicago, it's New York City, it's LA, it's Dallas. I get that. But you're gonna be trapped indoors half the year or more in Chicago. And even Dallas, it's scorching down there. It's scorching down there. So when you wanna have that kind of blend of a lot of different things, there really is not many places like Northwest Arkansas. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you haven't been down to Northwest Arkansas quite yet, I made something called the NWA Starter Pack. Sounds like what it is, literally a starter pack full of all the cool things in Northwest Arkansas. It comes with a 120-page guide, literally made by me, of all the things happening in Northwest Arkansas. Population, demographics, schools, all the things you want to know about Northwest Arkansas, all the cool things happening, all the things right here, 120-page guide, comes right to your home. It comes with my 3-day itineraries, it comes with postcards, it comes with stickers. It comes with this handy dandy, you just get this for obvious reasons, the NWA coloring book, the coloring book, all right? This is just a trip and a half. I think I'm in here somewhere. Hold on. Oh, there I am. There I am. Oh, you need this. You want this. I will send this to you, I promise. Anyways, you definitely want the NWA Starter Pack. So it's literally a box shipped right to your home, right to your home. Enter your name below, enter your address below. Make sure you get that package shipped to you right away. Box right to your home. Side note, it does come with your first free mountain bike, so that's pretty cool. And I know what you're thinking. It's my favorite folder F word. Free! So enter your information below. Make sure to get the package shipped to you right away. All right, guys, see you next one.